daily calm. Let's start our session by finding a quiet place to sit where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably with a straight back and close your eyes. Relax your temples, your jaw, and your lips. Soften your forehead and your eyes, especially that small part we tend to wrinkle up when we're concentrating. Let your shoulders and hands rest easily and feel yourself begin to relax. Now take a moment to center yourself by taking a full deep inhale and releasing it slowly.
The Ace of Coins. Today is the beginning of being focused on the practical, comfortable, and being rested in your physical well-being. Appreciate the good things in your life and begin to journey down a path to climb new mountains.
Hello, seals. We see you floating. They're so cute. Hello, guys. Hello. He's chilling. That little baby one's so cute. He's chilling on a rock. Getting some sunshine. You guys are funny. Alright, so we learned something cool about this dinghy, that it actually has a drain hole in the back, but it was actually full of water. And we pulled it up onto the beach, and we're draining it out. The hole underneath was full of water. We're slowly getting it all out. Pretty awesome. I'm gonna walk down to this lighthouse and see what it's all about. We made it to the beach. Look at the dogs swimming for the toys. Alright, today's the day to put this Wallace heater back in the hole. It's all fixed and it's time to go in. Right there. And I gotta move some stuff out of here. Alright, so I'm going to try to reinstall it with these two tools. Here we go, down into the little hole back there. See if we can get it put back in. Turn it on, test it out. Now that it's going to be 80 degrees today and 90 degrees tomorrow, it's perfect time to put a heater in. Alright, so the cool thing I learned about this is that I can attach all of these before, there's some diesel, before I can attach all of these three things before I put it back up on the bulkhead mount. And one thing I learned was that I was trying to detach last week when I was taking this off, I was trying to undo these, which are not the right ones to undo. Actually out here, super easy, so that was silly. I spent all that time thinking that these were the two to take off, and actually it was just these two, so that'll be easy to put back on. But first I'm going to attach those three things: the diesel, the power, and the controller cable. And then I'm going to remount it up there and then attach all the pipes, the exhaust and the two bigger pipes. Okay. Alright, so got my daddy headlamp on, and I'm ready to go down there and attach some parts. Okay, so here we go. Wait a minute, where are my tools? Oh my gosh. So these are the 2 bolts we're going to need to attach it back onto the bracket. Where did I put my tools? I think they're right here. Yes. Okay, so I've got my tools. Now, first thing I'm going to do is attach. I think I'm going to attach the diesel line first. Okay, so first is the diesel line. Here it is. And it's going to go on nice and easy, right? We'll see. Alright, so what's cool is there's this little, I don't know if you can see this, there's a little red cap I need to take off that they must have put on at this shop that the diesel is leaking out of, but that's okay. And then this is going to just screw right on. Sweet. Make sure I line it up just right. Screw it on all the way. Got a little diesel on my hands, but that's okay. We're going to use this to tighten it. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. A nice little snug put twist. Okay, she's on there, super tight. Diesel, check. The next one is the controller plugs. And so these are just green pins. They're going to plug into here. So the first one, actually we're going to do this one first because this one actually bolts on and attaches to the frame somehow. So we're going to do that really quick. Get the screwdriver. Alright, so we're going to attach this controller cable to the unit here. The little screw-in clamp. This just holds the controller cables, whatever they are. These green, they've got to be the controller cables that go to the control panel inside. Okay, attach that. This gets plugged in. Boom. This other one gets plugged in. Oh my gosh, this is like so much easier. So we got those plugged in, and we got the last thing, which is the power, but I'm going to do that at the very end. I'm going to attach it to this bracket up here, and we should be able to plug it in and turn it on, test it out after we hook up. Okay, so now I'm going to take these bolts and we're going to get it up onto the mounting bracket. And try to get it up and mounted. Et voila. Okay, so one mounting bracket and the other one right here on the other side, and hopefully boom, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to tighten it into the bracket. I'm wondering if I should have put that one on first. Alright, I think I'm going to be able to do that. Alright, so the last thing I need to do is plug it in and then go turn it on and see if it works. Hopefully it does. Alright, so I'm going to go back here and plug it in. Here's the power cord. Hello, peekaboo. plug that thing in and go try it. Alright, it's all hooked up. Let's go turn it on, see what happens. Alright, so we're gonna come back here and we're gonna turn it on. Heat, power, flashing lights, back and forth. Power. Oh, I hear something. I hear something. Let's go see if it's doing something. I hear it. So it's running. It's doing something. And I hear hopefully success. See if it heats up. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. It's gonna be 90 degrees today. Oh my word. Alright, so it should be coming out of this hole right here. I feel air. It's not hot. It feels like cold air, so it's blowing cold air, but I don't feel heat yet. Curious. Let's see if it warms up in a little bit. There's heat coming out. Yay, it's so warm. It's awesome. It's the best. Woohoo, solid red. And the heater's working like a charm. Solid red. Solid red and yellow means it's working. I did it. Yes. Good morning. There's always a seagull on top of that guy's head. It's so funny. I don't know why that gull likes to poop on the skull, but he's a skull pooping gull. Honk, honk, honk. Good morning, Mr. Gull. Man, it's a beautiful morning to go pump out our little adventure. Sometimes it's a small adventure, but it's alright. So this morning I got to practice pulling her out super calm. And I can do it when it's calm, but the minute there's a current and a breeze, this big old heavy boat is hard to control. Reverse is random, but today it was not random, it was right on. Sunshiny day. It's going to be 90 today. And we're going to go pump the boat out, get it ready for a big weekend next weekend. We go back to Blake Island. Love this boat. How's it going?
Good.
What are you doing this morning?
I'm being your hot, sexy crew.
Awesome. I love having a crew like you. Well, we made it to the pump out successfully. Now we're headed over to the gas dock to practice going into the gas dock. And it's a beautiful, calm morning. Wow. But it's a perfect time for me to be practicing maneuvering this big boat. I'm starting to get the hang of it, what it feels like to take her into various spots. Alright, I'm going bow in. Here we go. Give this a try. Yep. I feel it. Hello, Jim. How are you? Wonderful. Hi, Gail. Great to hear your voices. Yay. That's great. What a beautiful day.
It's a little warm.
It's a little hot, isn't it? I know. Where is Coconut Bay?
Oh,
Maybe I misspelled it. Coronet Bay.
Oh.
You went sailing right past Deception Pass on your way down
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
between Fidalgo Island and Rigby Island.
Right.
Coronet Bay is just to the east of Deception Pass itself, in protected waters. And we took a walk on the beach earlier today, and we just finished our lunch.
Lovely. Did you find anything on the beach?
A very nice cockle shell.
Oh, that's a treasure.
and a place to fish for salmon.
Oh, that's great. My daughter would love to hear that. She's out fishing right now on the dinghy, and we dropped some crab pots, and we literally left them out for about an hour, and she went back up to check on them, and she's already caught one huge Dungeness, and she was so excited. Yeah, she was so excited. She couldn't believe it. So, because the last time we dropped crab pots here, someone stole our crabs. We were really frustrated because we could tell. I know, we could tell they had stole them. Yeah, we could tell they had stolen them because they clipped it closed differently than the way we had latched it. So, anyway, so that's all right. well, we've made up for it, I think, by now. We've gotten. Yeah.
So great. So she's a fisher person, huh?
She loves the water. Yeah, she's so enamored by all this, and she really loves wildlife. And I didn't realize how much she's comfortable in this world, but she really has adapted to it and loves going out on her own and exploring. So it's been really fun to share this with her, and she loves being on the boat and sleeping on the boat. And she's had a girlfriend come and spend the night one night, and they had a blast just walking on the beach, and it's just such a great place for kids to be. It's awesome. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Oh yeah.
Gail, I was a fishing guide in Montana.
No way. Oh my gosh.
Long ago.
Oh, that's great though. Oh,
I grew up in Bozeman and Billings, Montana. My grandfather was just absolutely crazy about trout fishing, and so I had a perfect world growing up. I could go.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Were you on a pond or a lake, or where in Montana?
On rivers.
On the rivers, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
So, and I don't know much about lake fishing, or I'm learning. But I love fishing in rivers, and it's just a grass.
That's wonderful.
I noticed that we had something else in common, that you and Gail both have boyfriends that play guitar.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, Dave really enjoys that. He's been fiddling around with it for a long time, and he never really learned any songs. He just sort of plays, and you never know what's going to come out. It's very bluesy, and it's been fun. He brought a guitar that he keeps on Sophie now, and then he's got one at his house, and but it's been great. And you play too.
I've played for 55 years.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
I do know a few songs.
I bet you do. Well, it's amazing that we have so much in common, and we've just been enjoying this boat so much. I just can't even tell you. It's really changing my life. I never anticipated my life taking this journey, but this boat is really special, and I can see how you all loved this boat so much as well. And I'm just through the moon about it every time I'm out here, and it's amazing. Today I got to practice. Dave didn't have time to go sailing, but he got here super early, and we went. It was crystal clear, calm, and I learned how to back her up off the slip, and then we practiced going around and around and touch and going, and finally connecting up to the dock where to pump her out.
And so I got to practice that. And then I perfectly took her over to the fuel dock and we filled up the fuel tank. And so I'm starting to learn how to maneuver this boat around a bit more. It's a reverse is random kind of a boat.
Yeah, it's always a surprise.
That is for sure. Oh my gosh. One time we tried to back her out and my neighbor Tony was gone, and so we had, you know, a double wide slip to be able to get out, but it was really windy and the tide was coming in and I just couldn't get enough momentum to back her straight out. So we ended up like at an angle. Like every time I tried, we'd end up at an angle in the slip, and then we pull her back over, and finally we just gave up and we borrowed the neighbor's dinghy to go get our crab pots, because at that point we were like, the Susie Q wouldn't have made it because the waves were pretty big and we didn't have this other dinghy then. And the Susie Q has been fun, but it's definitely, we were gonna get a outboard motor for the Susie Q, and then we decided we'll just get a bigger dinghy so my daughter can get out and go for a little bit longer and whatnot. So we kept the Susie Q though. She's still here, propped up on the dock.
Great.
Yeah.
She sits on the deck, which if you
Yeah.
ever go to Vancouver Island, you will want a dinghy that fits on your deck.
Yeah, when we got her, actually, the Susie Q was up on the deck on a kind of right between where the anchor windlass thing is and then over to the mast. She fits perfectly right in that area.
Yeah.
That worked really well. And then
I noticed that you hauled that brown covered cushion out of the left.
Yeah, what does that go to?
What that is it's a seat cushion for her that
I kept it.
It fits across, but it's also got it's a kind of foam that drains water, and you use it to cushion Susie Q's transom where it rests.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
Perfect. Okay. I'm glad I kept it, because I kept thinking this has to have a purpose. Yeah, it's been fun to discover things and learn about all the pipes and the plumbing for the different, ins and outs. And like today we went to the pump out and it wasn't coming out, and I was like, I bet one of the levers down below isn't switched right. Sure enough. So we had to futz with that a bit. This has been so fun to learn all these things that I never knew. Like when I first saw the picture Dave sent me of Sophie, I just said, that's her, that's it, that's the boat. But I looked at it as one big thing. I didn't think of it as having all these parts and details and subtleties and things. I had no idea.
You will learn more things than you ever thought possible.
I know. Yeah, Yeah. I mean, it's just, there's so many details, so many things. And oh, how I could visit with these two sweet people for hours about Sophie and our shared love of this amazing sailboat. It is such a joy to hear about the adventures they took on Sophie and share the new adventures we're having with this boat as well. I can't wait to meet them both in person someday soon and take them out sailing. I am amazed at all the people who have come into my life because of this sailboat, because of this lifestyle and life-changing choice that I've made. Every day I spend on this sailboat, learning about all her many details and the beautiful places she's taking us, I'm continually amazed and humbled, and most of all, I've found calm and peace away from this crazy world. It's a beautiful thing to find your own calm, to find your true inner peace, to take those deep breaths, and to keep moving onwards into knowing that the world is what you make of it. GoPro, stop.